Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Wait, why don't you guys sit in the middle? In the middle. Group 4, 5. Right? You guys gotta sit in the middle. We need an audience. You're the audience. Yeah, there you go. In the middle, there. Okay, the audience. Okay, here. The bottom. Okay, forward. This top button. Back. Okay. Okay. I recorded all the presentations because I will compare. I will compare your presentations to Monday's presentations. Okay, so I go back and I watch them all again. When you're presenting, don't present to the camera. Hello, camera. Today I'm presenting. Right? Present to the audience. Right? Face the audience. When you're standing, don't block the TV. Hello, everyone. Oh, I can't see. Right? So you can just kind of stand off to the side. You'll have the clicker. You can just click. Okay. Okay. And let's see. Read first, second, or third? Second. So, yes. First, third, third. Okay, Bill, let's go.
Hello, my name is Liu Dongyang, and my major is energy engineering. I will introduce about my famous inventions about my major in energy engineering. The first is steam engine. The first steam engine in history is around the 1st century, but the practical use of this is in 17th century. This is used in many areas, but the famous thing is steam locomotive. The steam locomotive is invention in 19th century, and it is famous. Second is electric motor. Electric motor is it changes electric energy into kinetic energies. The first electric motor is invented in Russia, and the first is invention in Russia, but the practical use of this is after. So third is electric transformer. It changes which device voltage. It is used in making electric energy. It is important because the voltage of this device is different, and the different voltage is very dangerous. If more voltage electric energy in the device, it burned. So it is important.
Okay. All right, next.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Park Se-ri, and I'm a freshman studying at Kyungdong National University, majoring in child study. Today, I'm going to talk about different kinds of jobs and what they do and pay related to my major, child study. There are 3 jobs in my presentation. First, we can be a kindergarten teacher. They not only teach rhythmic dance, singing, or painting, but also what children need for good life, such as cleanliness, rules, or safety education. Moreover, because kindergarten is a previous step for elementary school, they teach how to read book, how to write Korean, or numerical study too. This will help children in the future. And it depends on one's experience, but in public, they make up 3 billion won a month. The next step I'd like to introduce is youth counselor. Youth counselor help children who are unable to adapt to everyday life because of mental health or emotional disorder to overcome and return to daily life. Also, they consult youth understands worrying about their friend, future, family, or study. With continuous consolation, they can get comfort and courage to deal with other difficulties. They work in nursery center like kindergarten as well as in child care center to soothe the mind of child who are emotionally sensitive. They pay 2,200, 1,001 at the first, but if you gain more experience, you can receive 380.
3 million. 3,800,000.
800,000.
Wow, that's so much.
Oh. And the last step is social workers. Social workers help find people with economic or psychological problems to solve it by providing direct assistance such as finding sponsor or associating with local centers. They work in many fields from school or centers to industrial or military. Even there are some social workers who work in prison to help the ex-convict adjusting to social gain. They receive 2 million won a month, but as times go, the pay will also be increased. But actually, I think it is too small for what they do. The pay they have to get more. Then my presentation is over. I hope you guys realize how many jobs and what they do by hearing my presentation. Are there any questions? Then thank you for the listening.
Hi, my name is Park So-hyun. Good afternoon. Today my topic is famous people in our major. First, Pestalozzi is an educator in Swiss. He is called the father of orphans. He suggested human nature abilities can be developed best in childhood by play. Then he insisted work-oriented education and home education can be helpful. So he established a school for the orphans and the poor because they have no chances to receive such education. After he was dead, people realized the importance of love. Second, Froebel is the philosopher in Germany. He was affected by Pestalozzi, so he thought child education is important. He is a founder of kindergarten and he made a teaching aid named Rebel Gift. Also, he published a famous book, The Education of Human. Third, Montessori is a first woman medical doctor in Italy. She established house for children at a slum of Rome. Then she made a toy for handicapped children. She thought too much compliment can disturb children's development. Finally, Bang Jung-hwan is the writer of juvenile stories in Korea. He is a pioneer of juvenile protection campaign. Then he published a magazine for kids named 어린이. Then he made children stay in Korea. Under Japanese imperialism, he set an educational goal to raise a whole person based on traditional culture. Those four people are all influential in our history, so I respect them. Thank you for listening. Is there any question? No.
Okay, you guys go sit in the middle, and then you guys go sit in the front, okay? You guys are applied. Okay, so the bottom, right? The very bottom button, forward, then this top square one, back, okay? Like that. Let's see, let me just real quick. Yeah, so Minji, second? Second, okay. And Ho, first, and Young's third. Okay, go ahead. Yep, when you're ready, go.
Hello, good afternoon. Our group will present about, we see the topic, applied chemical engineering. Here's the content. The first order is different areas or fields within a major by Park Sung Ismi. Second, the famous people in major by Yu Minji. And last, the kind of jobs and work and what they do will be presented by Park So-young. Applied chemical engineering is a field of engineering that studies. Have you ever imagined about the world that chemistry is not well developed? I think it is. I think chemistry is so important that we cannot live without it, even 1 minute. Applied chemical engineering is a field of engineering that studies nature and changes of materials, seed to trees and fruit, water to ice. The ultimate aim, each ultimate aim is the promotion of human welfare, and this study has many surrounding areas. Here on the monitor, there is a few examples of this study's significant field, material engineering. The first, here, semiconductor, the product of the advanced chemical industry. Then next generation display, LED, and this is luminous material. Finally, the chemical material of electronic circuit that lead IT revolution. Above things, no doubtly we recognize that they were really important. So now I'm wondering if will you agree with next is important too? I wish you will agree. There is two examples of newly promising field. One, nanotech. Nanotech is a technology that makes that manipulate and control very fine substances of 1 to 100 nanometer. With this, we can produce more efficient substances than plastic. 2. Biotech. Biotech is a technology that makes the necessary human object by applying bio. One suitable example is liposome. Liposome is a spherical membrane of phospholipid structure with empty space, and with this in this space, by putting anti-cancer drugs, we can transport anti-cancer drugs directly to the diseased cells of your body. Uh, now, now, do you agree with previous question? They were really important and they really, really important. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Minji, and today I'll talk about three famous people in applied chemical engineering. The first person is Hubbard. If you have studied chemistry or biology, you will have heard about his name. He was born in Germany at 1868. At that time, it was hard to make high pressure and high temperature conditions, but Haber and Busch succeeded to make this condition, and it enabled to synthesize ammonia. This is For this achievement, people can produce nitrogenous fertilizer in equality, and it enabled people could be free from poverty. But there are also dark sides. This process was used to manufacture bombs. Also, Haber led the manufacture of poison gas during the Second World War. For these reasons, he receives criticism as well as a favorable evaluation. The second person is Dmitry Mendeleev. He was born in Russia at 1834. He teaches students and university for a long time and published organic chemistry textbook. At that time, this book was used widely in Russia, so Russian government gave him a prize. But the most famous achievement is Mendeleev's periodic table of the elements. With this table, he explained atoms' periodic property and predicted undiscovered elements' property. This picture is Mendeleev's periodic table, and this picture is today's periodic table. Today's table is based on Mendeleev's table. The third person is Pauling. He was born in USA at 1901. If you have studied chemistry, you will know about his study. He studied atomic structure and the triple helix structure of protein. For this achievement, he won a Nobel Chemistry Prize at 1954. But after 8 years, he won Nobel Prize again. The second is Nobel Peace Prize. He was suggested for a chemical specialist for a Manhattan project. This project was the project of making atomic bomb, but he refused this project, and after he recognized the atomic bomb's destructive power, he led the anti-nuclear campaign as a chemist. For this reason, he receives Nobel Peace Prize again. I think these three people is the most famous. Thank you for listening.
Hello everyone, my name is Park So-yeon. Siri, what's your major?
My major is study.
Then what's your dream?
I
For
want to
job.
be kindergarten teacher.
Like this, our dream or future is decided by our major. Our team's major is applied chemical engineering. So I will explain jobs for our major. The subject of chemistry study is very wide. Is very wide from small atoms to big lives. So jobs for chemistry are various. First, researcher. Traditionally, they produce plastic and cosmetics and works for petroleum chemistry industry and surface chemistry. The surface chemistry is physical and chemical phenomenon near surface, like this. Recently, there are many research supported by nature. For example, it is optical electron material, and it is over conducting material, and it is functional polymer. Second, chemical is used in environmental fields. In environmental fields like environment conservation. For example, it is they research alternative energy and purification of wastewater and waste. Third is producing medicine. Producing medicine. They produce new medicine and vaccine like hepatitis B vaccine. If you study at university major in chemical engineering and pass the PT exam, you can study pharmacy. Thus you can produce new medicine or so you can be a pharmacist and medicine developer. Finally, examining products. They examine the products chemical materials. Thus they can decide whether we can use that chemical substances. You may know that this disinfectant of humidifier accident. It is disaster that baby and mother died because of harmful chemical substances. If examination are conducted correctly, this accident would not happen. Thus, the subject of applied chemical engineering is various, and the jobs have an impact for our lives. Do you have any question? Thank you for listening.
Yeah. Okay, great. Whoa.